Hi, welcome back to my valley. Today we're unlocking Lumiere and Cogsworth from Beauty and the Beast. To unlock these two characters, you need to already have you need to already have Belle and Beast unlocked. So let's get into it. When you log on, check your mailbox and you'll find a letter from Beast. You'll want to claim his gift to start the Haunting of the Beast's Castle quest. Head to the Beauty and Beast realm. Once inside, go to the library and talk to Lumiere. Search the hidden passage for ingredients. You can find them all inside the chest. Use the ingredients to make 3 fireplace fuel recipes. Bring the fuel to Lumiere and then talk to him. While in the library, catch the flying painting and display the painting in the front room by the piano. After you place the painting, pick up the domestic manual, page 1, and the enigmatic box. Tell Lumiere about what you found and then head to the garden. Once there, talk to Lumiere and then clean up the garden by destroying the statues and clearing the debris. Finally, talk to Cogsworth and Lumiere to finish this quest. To start a growing mystery, talk to Cogsworth and help him restore the rose garden. Search the west wing, also known as the prince's room. There's a chest to the right, and inside that chest you'll find the rose seeds. Plant the seeds in the garden and then talk to Cogsworth. Then head to the nearest crafting station and craft rose fertilizer. Use the fertilizer on your watering can and then water the rose bushes. After you water the rose bushes, collect the 6 rainbow roses that spawn and then talk to Cogsworth. Next, we're going to place the rainbow roses in the empty vases in the front room by the painting. You're going to pick up the second domestic manual page and then your first enigmatic key. You're going to talk to Cogsworth about what you found to finish this quest. You're going to talk to Lumiere to start the next quest, and then return the candelabra to its right spot in the hall. Next, you're going to return the lion statue to its right location in front of the prince's room. And then finally, you're going to return the globe to its right location in the library. You're going to pick up the 3rd domestic manual page and the 2nd enigmatic key. You're going to return to Lumiere and then search for the old book in the prince's room. We're going to talk to Lumiere and then head to the beast's castle to talk to the beast. Next, we're headed to the nearest crafting station to repair the domestic manual, and then we're going to return to Lumiere and place the manual on the display stand in the Beauty and Beast realm. We're going to pick up the 3 keys that spawn and then talk to Lumiere. We're going to pick up the whatever that is and the bag. The bag was a little tricky to pick up, but once you get it, you're going to talk to Lumiere to finish this quest. To start a guide to better castle keeping, talk to Cogsworth and then head to the cellar in the garden. I was so hyped to go to the cellar. I've been curious about it since I first got access to this realm, and I was wondering if we would ever get access to this area down below. Once you get there, you're going to talk to Cogsworth and then grab the cutlery from the cellar. Well, that was... okay. Anyways, bring the cutlery to the front room and place it on the table. Next, you're going to talk to Lumiere and then look for the oyster and the crab, which are located in the back of the hidden passage room. You can find the butter in the library on the table in front of the fireplace. You can find the cucumber in the library on the table to the right of the fireplace. And you can find the cheese in the library on the table to the left of the fireplace. Next, you're going to head to cook a charcuterie board and place it on the table in the front room. After, talk to Cogsworth and then find the castle detritus. That one I don't know. Then you're going to craft the rose garlands and place the rose garlands near the windows in that same front room. Then we're going to talk to Cogsworth and then put on the masquerade mask and take a picture. Then we're going to listen to Lumiere and Cogsworth talk. We're going to talk to Cogsworth. And then we're going to return to the valley with Lumiere and welcome him to the valley. We're going to talk to him in our valley and then head inside Beast's house to reintroduce these 2 friends. Next, we're going to bring a letter from Beast to Cogsworth, who is back in the Beauty and Beast realm. We're going to talk to Cogsworth and give him that letter, and then we're going to welcome him to the valley. We're going to talk to him once he's inside our valley, and then head to Beast's house and talk to Cogsworth inside. Starting the At Your Service quest with Lumiere. Talk to Lumiere and then go to Chez Remy. Once inside, talk to Remy, and then head back to the Beauty and Beast realm. You can find the French spices in the garden. You're going to find the French bread in the beginning of the hidden passage. And you can find 3 books in the library. Once you've gathered everything, head back to Chez Remy and talk to Remy once inside. Then clean up the broken dishes, and then we're on our way to Tiana's place. Once inside, talk to Lumiere and then cook 3 French desserts. Next, head to the nearest crafting station and make a romantic arch. Place the arch in front of Tiana's place and then head back inside Tiana's place. Once inside, you're going to clean up, and then finally you're going to give everything you've collected to Lumiere to finish this quest. To start Cogsworth's first friendship quest, talk to him and then head to the nearest crafting table to make the harmonious screen. Then place the screen around Vanellope's house. I could not stop laughing while doing this quest because all I ever see is a bunch of people talking about how they hate Vanellope's house, and so they have her banned to the Rift in Time or banned to a floating island. So I thought this was funny that now we're going to hide Vanellope's house with the harmonious screen. Once you finish hiding her house, talk to Cogsworth and then talk to Vanellope. Then we're going to talk to Cogsworth again, and then now we're on our way to talk to Moana. Next, we're going to search the Dazzle Beach for 6 pieces of the tropical lifeguard chair. And then once we've collected all 6, we're going to head to the nearest crafting station to rebuild the tropical lifeguard chair. You're going to place the lifeguard chair on the beach and then talk to Moana and to Cogsworth. Then we're going to talk to Stitch. Next, we're going to catch Cogsworth's gears flying around the plaza, the beach, and the forest. There's only 1 in each biome you have to catch. Once you catch them all, give them to Cogsworth to finish this quest. So, I don't know what happened to the footage for the Here, There, and Everywhere quest, so don't take my Franken clips so seriously for this quest. But anyways, you're going to start by talking to Lumiere, and then you're going to talk to the Beast and Minnie Mouse. Next, you're going to search for clues in Remy's and Tiana's restaurant. You'll find 2 in Remy's and 3 in Tiana's. Then you're going to give all the clues to Lumiere, and you're going to talk to Jack Skellington. Jack's going to ask you to collect 1 pumpkin soup, 2 shiny rubies, 2 shiny sapphire, 10 night shards, and I am not sure, but I think it's also 10 purified night shards. Then you're going to return to Tiana's place and give everything to Jack. You're going to put on your masquerade mask and then clean up Tiana's restaurant. Then you're going to clear the burrow in the kitchen, and you're going to leave Tiana's and talk to Lumiere to finish this quest. To start Cogsworth's friendship quest, talk to him and then talk to Anna. Anna's going to have you place the Winter Carnival banner near the Glade, near Scrooge's store, the Dazzle Beach, the Sunlit Plateau, and after you place everything, you're going to craft an icy armchair in the Snow Hut. You're going to use the furniture you just crafted to decorate the Frosted Heights, and then you're going to talk to Cogsworth. Next, you're going to check on Olaf inside Chez Remy, and once inside, you're going to talk to Olaf, and then feed 3 villagers in Chez Remy. Next, you're going to talk to Lumiere, and then you're going to talk to Olaf, and then place the ice counter in the Frosted Heights. Next, you're going to take a picture, and then talk to Anna and Cogsworth to finish this quest. Finally, we're going back to spirit hunting, so to start this quest, talk to Lumiere and then meet him inside Beast's house. Once inside, talk to Lumiere and then meet Cogsworth in the mystical cave. Once inside, talk to Cogsworth and then put on the masquerade mask and look for clues. Collect everything you find at the bottom of the cave and then go all the way back up to the top and give it all to Cogsworth. Next, meet Tiana in the Vitali's mines, and once inside, talk to her and search for clues outside of the hideout located to the right inside the mine. Once you find the clues, you're going to return to Tiana and then meet Belle inside Elsa's cave. Once inside, you're going to talk to Belle and then look for clues. Once you find the clues, you're going to give everything to Lumiere and then go to Olaf's cave located in the Frosted Heights. You're going to pick up the clay paw print once you're inside and then clean up all the debris. After, you're going to talk to Lumiere and then go to the Dark Castle Library. Once you walk in, head to the left to find the Book of Symbols. You're going to bring the book back to Belle and then collect 12 dream shards, 20 stone, 3 crystals, and then you're going to return to the chamber in the Frosted Heights. You're going to give everything to Belle and then align the floor symbols. Finally, talk to Lumiere to finish this quest. It's the Circle of Friendship. Talk to Cogsworth and then visit Timon and Pumbaa's house. Once inside, talk to Cogsworth again and then gather 5 mushrooms and 5 clay. You're going to give them to Lumiere and to Cogsworth and then visit Beast's castle. You're going to talk to Cogsworth inside, and then he's going to have you collect a whole load of stuff, to be honest. But one of those is 8 jungle bamboo, which can be easily found in the Lion King realm. You're going to head to the nearest crafting table and craft a red rose vase and a leafy hammock. You're going to check on Cogsworth inside Beast's house and catch the bugs inside. You're going to give the vase to Cogsworth and the bugs and then check on Lumiere at Pride Rock. Once inside, you're going to put out the fires and then give Lumiere the hammock. Next, you're going to eavesdrop on Lumiere and Cogsworth's conversation, and then you're going to talk to Cogsworth and gather 2 wheat, 2 eggs, 2 milk, and 2 sugarcane. You're going to give everything to Cogsworth and then go back to Beast's castle and talk to Cogsworth to finally finish this quest. Next, we're going to talk to Lumiere to start his last friendship quest. After you talk to him, you're going to head back to the Frosted Heights chamber, and once inside, you're going to talk to Lumiere again and then pick up the memory orb. You're going to tell Lumiere what you saw, and then you're going to go feed a fox, and their favorite food are white sturgeons. You can find them in the Frosted Heights. And you're going to feed a raccoon, which can be found in the Forest of Valor, and they like to eat blueberries. You're going to find the next memory by the Frosted Heights bridge, and after you open it, you're going to tell Lumiere what you saw. Then you're going to bring 3 villagers their favorite gifts, and it has to be 3 different villagers. Next, you're going to find the second memory by the forest bridge, and after you open it, you're going to tell Lumiere what you saw again, and then you're going to go talk to Merlin. He's going to have you craft the fox and raccoon statue. Once you enter from the plaza, if you look over to your right, you can find the dark symbols, and then you'll open furniture mode and place the statue there. A dark portal is going to appear, and you're going to enter the portal and follow the light inside. Then you're going to talk to Lumiere, and you're going to give the paw print to the raccoon. You're going to follow the light back and then leave through the dark portal. Finally, you're going to talk to Lumiere to finish his final quest. You're going to talk to Cogsworth to start his last friendship quest, and then you're going to craft 5 election signs and 1 ballot box. You're going to place all 5 signs in the valley and then give the ballot box to Cogsworth. Next, you're going to talk to Scar, Buzz Lightyear, and Jasmine. Once you've talked to everybody, Scar and Jasmine have decided that they would like to run a campaign themselves. So, first I'm going to start with Cogsworth's campaign quest, and then I'm going to do Jasmine's campaign quest. So, for Cogsworth, we're going to start by talking to him, and then you're going to ask him to hang out with you while you complete 5 Dreamlight duties. Once you've finished all 5 Dreamlight duties while hanging out with Cogsworth, you're going to talk to him, and then he's going to have you talk to Belle, Mushu, and Merlin. After you've talked to all 3 of those villagers, you're going to talk to Cogsworth one more time, and then we're going to start Jasmine's campaign quest. We're going to start by talking to Jasmine, and she's going to tell us that we need to help her clean up the trash in the Forest of Valor. You can find the trash by digging it up or fishing it out of the gold ripples. After you've collected all 11 pieces of trash, you're going to talk to Jasmine, and she's going to ask you to talk to Aladdin, Kristoff, and Anna. Once you've talked to all 3 of those villagers, you're going to return to Jasmine to talk to her to finish her campaign quest, and then we're going to talk to Scar to start his. Once you talk to Scar, he's going to give you 3 flowers, and then you're going to head to your nearest cooking station to make Scar's winning stew. You're going to make 3 of those, and then you're going to give them to Olaf, Mother Gothel, and Jack. After you've given all 3 of those meals out, you're going to talk to Scar to finish his campaign quest. After you've finished all 3 different campaign quests, you're going to talk to Cogsworth again. And then you're going to meet him inside the Dreamlight Castle to listen to everybody's campaign speeches and for the final vote. You're going to place the celebration table and take a picture to celebrate. Then you're going to talk to Cogsworth, you're going to talk to Jasmine, you're going to talk to Scar, and then you're going to talk to Cogsworth one more time to finally finish this last friendship quest. Alright, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really don't feel like this character update was really that difficult for these quests. I mean, that's my personal opinion, but I did run into so many crashes this time around. But this is probably one of my favorite star paths to ever drop. And of course, when I saw the stuff in the premium shop this week, I immediately bought the Halloween Dream Castle skin. I mean, I can't believe we have Dream Castle skins. It's crazy. Anyways, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!